Phew, what a week, what a week, what a week. Uh, just coming on because really at this point today, there's nothing I can start. I've been, yeah, running errands today. Actually, well, should I say? I have purchased my piano. Um, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like not anything I expected to do. Like I said before, I hadn't planned on it, but it just happened, and I guess, well, yeah, it's getting delivered next Tuesday. So, hold on one second. I just got home like maybe, what, like an hour? About an hour ago, actually. Hold on one second. I gotta vacuum this. All my shavings from the pencil on the side here. I love this thing. It's wonderful. You should get one. I can't really see. Robot, it's called. It just sits up on my desk. It's really nice. And it's got a lot of power. I guess you can use it like as a car vacuum too. So I really like it. Anyway, yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of, I don't know where I am today. I'm not quite here, but I'm here. And I just want to color because I want to relieve some stress. And I'm using a different camera. I don't know how this is good. Okay, that's a little better as far as being further away. I'm using my Logitech camera, and like overhead instead of the other one. I'm using like one of those what do you call it? It's not a stand or whatever, but like that one of those arms that like you clip to the edge of the desk, and then you put your webcam or whatever on it. So that's what I'm using. Don't mind all the stuff on my desk. I guess this is the reason why people say they don't want to use a white desk mat. Yeah, this is why. It doesn't come clean no matter, even if I use bleach on it, but that's okay. I don't mind. It's just about the look. Um, this I printed some PDFs before I went running all my errands today, from that I've been saving up. And I can actually tell you where these from, and I'm actually going to write on the back what they're from while I tell you, because let's get it all done at once. Let's see. Oh, I want to print those. Oh, wait a minute. That's probably really what I want to color. Okay, hold on one second. I guess I'm going to print while I wait. I don't know if I should. I really want it on other paper. Um, yeah, I'm kind of discombobulated today, right now, or whatever, because it was really a full afternoon that I had a hard time waking up and just kind of getting going because the week really, I don't know, this week really tired me out. Just was very, I don't even know what to say. Um, let me print these. I'm going to print these out because I actually think I might want to color one of these instead. I had like kind of an epic coloring fail, I would call it, this week. And I just found I just wasn't in the mood to color. Like, kind of weird. I just have so much stuff in my head. Okay, let me color print these 1 second. Uh, it's so funny that my printer's been telling me that I'm low on ink for about a month and a half. It's like, well, obviously there's enough to still keep working. I haven't had a problem yet. I'm not changing it out until um, it is running a little slow. These are a lot of these, all of these, I think, except for one maybe. No, all of them are actually Creative Haven samplers. So let's see. Okay, so there's two more. This is from their The Art of Mushrooms coloring book, which, like, let me write that on the back. I only got that out. The Art of Mushrooms. I almost feel like I think I'm gonna put some music on. Let's see, where is it? Just some of our. Is it the chill hop? I think that I like. What's the minimal house like? Is that a little too crazy? I can't help it. I like house music a lot. Anyway, so this is from Creative Havens, The Art of Mushrooms. I'm just going to write on the back of all of these. I'll show you my epic fail. That I still think that I can redeem it, but I just don't have the time or presence of mind to do it right now. So I keep, okay, did I keep that? That's the one thing with this, it swings the boom that I have this camera on, and so it's kind of, gotta be careful that I don't hit it. I think I actually have this book. Think about it, because I think if I remember right, I think Ivy Pearl Clever Squirrel had actually purchased the book, or was going to do a color along or something with the book, and I don't know, so I have the book, but the paper is different, so it's not bad paper, but I can do more if I have it on this kind of paper, more cardstock kind of paper. Okay, I gotta keep track of which ones I printed. I think, okay, so I didn't do this one. Nope, I didn't do this one. So let me do this. It's actually my favorite one. So I got, let's see, 1, 2. It's this one. 3, got that one. 4, is that what I just printed? There's a lot of pages in here of this. Okay, this one is that this one I'm looking at? Yes, okay. That one, did we do that one with the big berries? I love coloring mushrooms, really do. Yeah, so I was wondering today if I color in something that's really my comforting place or something, if maybe I'd be more into it. I don't know. Oh, I had thought about doing this one too. Okay. Ooh, that didn't sound healthy. Why? Why did it sound like that? It sounded like I was working hard. What's it called again? Let me print this one. I had a bunch of PDFs open before I left the house. I was kind of, when I left, I just left. And let's see. Okay. So I think I'm just on here just to relax my mind and to make me focus on something that isn't work, because I really don't think I think I'd just get in a big tizzy if I started working now, and I'd be in this place where I'd have to try and calm down. And why do that to myself? Next week, I'm still in shock. If it all goes as it has been planned, I'm going to have a piano and I'm going to be playing scales like a mad woman. Because I need my chops back. I really do. It's so long. And I'm really weird. I love playing scales. I love how it feels, your fingers feel. And I've been that way since I was a little kid. I just love the feel of piano keys. Although they're not ivory anymore, that's illegal. Which actually, I can tell you the story that my piano tuner had told me. Because that's who I found out that, like, that, pianos aren't, keys aren't made from ivory anymore when they made, like the hunting elephants for their tusks illegal, which was, I think it was a good thing. God bless the elephants. Let's see, hold on one second. This actually, these are 2 pages from that I got. I have a few more, I think. Creative Havens, the Dog Lovers Coloring Book. And so I'm probably going to do these. I think about doing this one today too. For Disney Coloring with Jamie's, for his dog coloring collab. I love this because this is kind of like how my house was. We had dogs and and cats. The neighbors' dogs coming over, hanging out. Basically, my neighbor is my sister-in-law. That's my main neighbor. But so and they would come over. Sometimes they would spend the night. It was so funny. I don't know. It's just the way the house was. Hey, Anfield. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry it took me so long to say hi. I'm just rambling. But I love this because it's kind of like, yeah, that was kind of my house. All animals hanging out. Okay, this was the Dog Lovers Coloring Book. I'm thinking I need to look for R.J. Hampson's download if he showed it yet for the for his monthly free coloring pages. I hope the music isn't too loud. Doesn't sound loud on my end, but I don't really know from oh, there's one way I could know. Hold on one second. Okay, I just checked. It just seems like it's really loud. So my apologies for that. Wasn't loud on this end, but it was loud listening to it. Um, I looked at it on YouTube. I'm gonna check it again in a minute. Hold on. Okay, it seems like it's better. But all I almost like should just turn it off, I suppose. But I just don't like the dead air uh, when I'm not talking. So it might be that I won't be talking. I don't know. Okay, so there's my 2 dog pages. Um, I got 2 more pages. I got more that I need to label. There's empty pages under there. I got 2 empty pages. 3 empty pages. I got more printing I can do. Okay, I just want to make sure I have my I want to label them because sometimes I don't do that, and then somebody wants to know, oh, what book is that from? And then I don't know because I don't have it written down. So I just want to make sure they're all labeled. I don't know what I'm going to color with, but I'm probably going to stick to colored pencils because I seem to be a little challenged with anything else. I'm just saying. I think I'm just, uh, we'll see what happens when I'm live. Okay, so this is a Creative Haven book. Looks like Teresa Goodrich. And let's just see. I gotta open up my Adobe to see. Do I still have it open? Or no? I might be able to look at my recents. Oh, let's not do that. I haven't eaten anything like, I don't know. I just had a little bit of tuna fish that was not enough to even put in a sandwich, so I ate it with a fork. And had some potato chips with it. Then let's see. This morning I had coffee. I had eggnog with cinnamon in it. It's like, yeah, not enough to. Okay, I don't want that one. Although it's kind of cute, but that's not what I want. Let's look at recents. Can I see a recent on here? Shoot. Oh, here we go. Recent. That's not my recent though. Something else is I have that Afrofuturistic coloring book, and I don't know if he's not offering that anymore for sale. I'm wondering if it's okay for me to share that with some people who want it. I don't know. But I was thinking about that today. Okay, it doesn't have everything I opened. Why is that? Um, that's weird. It's going way, way back in my recents to other things that really, and not showing everything I opened today. Okay, let me just go to I have to go back and find this. Oh, shoot, how did I find it? Where was it? Hmm. Let's see. I've been looking through some of my Christmas stuff too to see what I had with that. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to go back through and look for them. That's not. Oh, maybe I could go to my recents on my computer. Maybe that. Okay, how do I do that though? Let me open another one, see what happens. Open another window. Okay. So Danaman, Creative Haven Country Cats, Creative Haven Dream Doodles. What's this one? Let's open that page. Healing Vibes. No. No, no, no. I don't know. I might have to just color and forget that. This is something cats. I know that. Um, Creative Cats, I think it is. And then I like this kind of mandala kind of thing. Um, and then I kind of liked this one. I thought this is one of those things. It doesn't matter how you color it. There's no you know stipulations on that. I'll have to look up the names later because it doesn't seem to be an easy search right now for me. So I have to go back and try and remember where was I? Where was I? Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? I put the dogs up here. Is that where I put them? No, those are blanks. Um, yeah. So after like that fail with coloring the other day, I was like, you know what? Just stop. Because for some reason you're not into it. Don't do it. Just leave it alone. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna kind of just leave it alone. Um, I went into it was in this book, Pop Manga Mermaids, and I don't know. I have issues with this book anyway. This is a book for me to learn some things. So the images do kind of creep me out a little bit. So um, if I mess up in it, I guess I just do. Um, I know some people really like her work, and I love her line work, but I don't know. Something about it was just bothering me. And it might be that I'm not used to coloring in her books, and also I just don't feel like I readily have the skills to color in this book. Um, but I like this page actually. This is what I went to after that fail. Um, and I used just some water-based markers, water-based brush markers, and then I um I did one color, a lighter color, and did that. It's kind of pinkish, kind of. And then I did the ends, the edges. I did some spots in with a red water-based marker from the same set. And then I went over it with some pencil, just a little bit actually, not a lot. And then I did the same thing with her hair. I used like a kind of grayish silver. I thought it was grayish silver on the cap, but then it turned out to have this kind of green undertone. And so I used that, and then I used their black, and it was like really black. It's like, oh my gosh, it's covering everything. But it didn't cover everything. I managed to kind of work it. And then yeah, on her hair, and then the rest is pencil. So I gotta figure out what to do with the background. And I don't know, they don't click for me. Backgrounds don't click. I thought about maybe working on this one, but I don't know, like it's too busy for me. It just wasn't feeling like it. Um, oh, I ripped out the page. That's how much I didn't like it. And it's on the other side of a page I really like and that I do need to finish. And look, it started messing up the side of this. So I got to do something to fix this because I really like this page. Um, but this is the one I messed up. I was trying to figure out what to do with these things. I don't understand these things. And oops, did I move this thing again? This I did with Neocolor ones. And I probably should have just stayed with Neocolor ones for the entire page. And then I probably would have been alright. Or at the most, go with Neocolor twos. But I thought that maybe I'll do the background with like watercolor, and so I did. But when I did that, it wasn't doing it enough. It's like, well, that's kind of boring. Now what do I do? I didn't know what to do. And I took out some metallic markers, but they don't have a broad enough tip, or I don't know, something. They weren't going down right. Possibly because of the watercolor that I had under here, because the watercolors are also metallics. So that didn't really work with it very well. Um, Then I tried another marker down here to see if that would do better. Nope, it didn't do better. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this page. At some point, I probably will be in the mood to redeem it. I really love this critter a lot. Um, but it's also on the other side of this one, which I like how it turned out. And it's starting to mess that up. And I still need a background for her too. So I don't know. I just ripped the page out. It's like, stop looking at it. Just stop and put it away. Um, yeah, I don't know. I started looking through this book. I was like, I don't even know if I like. I don't know. I mean, I like it, but I don't. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to approach it. Is my big thing. Now, I was working on this the other day, and I don't even know how I feel about it. It's like, well, it's just like, no, what is it? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of not feeling the book, I think. And so I shouldn't fight it. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it. Leave it alone. So that's what I'm doing for now. Whenever I feel it again, I'll come back to it. What else did I do? Not much else. I was too busy messing up that. I don't think I did anything else. I don't think I did anything in here, and I do want to. Oh, I did this. And I need to. I was thinking about how I wanted to do the fairies, and I was thinking that I wanted to use watercolor, but then I'm thinking I don't want to mess up the book, and I don't want that crinkly page. That drives me nuts. Like, I just don't like that at all. Um, but I don't know. This is all pencil, color pencil, and so I got to think a little bit about the fairies, and then the book. Thinking of the book, that I'm thinking, books a lot of times are like a beige color. I don't know if I have a decent beige color in a pencil. And so I just didn't know where to go with it. And so I was like, just leave it alone. Because I like how it is so far. And so I don't want to mess it up. Maybe I should color something in here. I don't know. I seem to have an affinity with this book. Oh, I did this with distressed ink. And I did the background with two different kind of pinks. And I did finish up down here. Oops, maybe oh no. I do have a little bit more to do here, don't I? The little leaves here. I almost think I want to put some of those sparkle things on this one. I also need to do an earring. I could probably do an earring of sparkle. Although I think that's a shell, but I'm kind of liking how this one turned out. And it took a while for me to think about a background. I got to do the shell too. But yeah, I can't hurry to finish anything. I can't do that. There's some things where it's really just in me and I can do that. But a lot of things, it's just like, no, I'm not going to push it. With her, I'm still trying to think about a background for her. And even wondering if I might change some of the tones in here a little bit. I wanted to just do something different. But, yeah, so I'm kind of sitting on that one too. I do like how she seems to kind of have this glow, though. I really like that about the picture. So I kind of don't want to take away the work I've done on it already. She's cute. Saving this one for Valentine's Day because she's got the little heart cookies. Thought about doing this one, but I see this and I see those CSY metallic paints, which I actually still have them out here. I gotta put them away. These guys, the same ones I use in the background of that picture that's a fail of Camellia Dorico. I really see this on this page, and I'm thinking, but I don't want my page to crinkle. So, I can't do it yet. Where's that Miss somebody. They're so freaking cute. Because Taylor has that one for a color along, so I could do that one. Oh, she's here, and I have to do Miss Seedling, which is a part of the color along, and I'm stuck on a background for her. I don't know what to do, um, and I don't have the ability to do it either. so so I don't know what to do. I could just do one just like this, but I don't know. She needs a background, so I got to think about it a little bit. I almost think like some distressed inks, but two different colors, like one on the outside, kind of like a picture frame, and then some on the inside. So I don't know, her face, she reminds me of somebody I know. So I look at her and she looks just like that person. I could just take a picture of it and do a short and be done with it. So where's the Miss Marple lady? Here she is. I call her Miss Marple. That's what I call her. Miss Marple. See, I want to use some other mediums, but I don't know, I don't want to mess something up for me doing that. Um, I got to think about it more. And I guess I'm in that time at work where it's like all my thought is going to that. And so I really don't have time to think about um, anything else. So I guess maybe that's part of my frustration or whatever. Can you see that? Yep, I can see that. So get that in there. Um, what else? I don't know. That's probably been it. I got another PDF down here. Oh, the owl. That's one I need to finish. Maybe I could do that because I kind of don't care what happens with it. Oh, why is it making that noise? I had this one out as well. Oh, that's what I wanted, but where did I put it? There is something else I was working on. I don't know why all of a sudden I was like, well, I'm just gonna do this. I don't know. I think because I just felt like using the markers. And this is like very Christmas. And this is from one of Creative Haven's Christmas coloring books, which I don't know which one because I didn't write it on the back. One that I downloaded last year. And I've been using my Sherlock metallic gold on here. So who knows? Maybe I'll do this. Depends. Yeah, I'm all over the place. My apologies. I don't know. I'm discombobulated today. There's just a lot going on. A lot. I'm feeling like I want to use these guys. I want to use some of more of my acrylic markers. But I couldn't think of what to really use them on well. And so I haven't. No, let me switch my regular paper back in here for now. So I think one of my things is when all else fails and you don't know what to color and you're messing things up or whatever, color a PDF. Because, if you mess it up, you can print another one. But I kind of like how this is turning out. I actually started with this one using color and a color pencil and a Prismacolor red, and then it's like the pencils I still have out. Basically, I've been using. I had one. What are they called again? The British pencils. British name. I've been using those, and the Spectrum Noir. a Spectrum Noir pencil with both a color and a Prismacolor in some spots. Um, I think I did last night. I think I did this. I started working on this all of a sudden. Um, so I feel like I need to get my Prismacolors, the entire set out to like continue working on some of this. But like these, I could finish the pine cone because I think I still have those out. That pencil. But do I feel like it? I don't know. I got one of them. Where's the darker one? Where did that go? I don't see it, and I don't know why. Okay. Oh, I like these oil pastels. I do like them. Um, I gotta get better with them, but I do like them. They're not too messy. Like stuff doesn't go all over the place and everything, which is what I've decided. I know that my thing is I don't like messy. I don't like messy coloring products. I don't like things that are gonna flake all over the place, get things dirty, but that I gotta worry about smudging and all that. I don't like that. I need my coloring supplies to be something that's contained. Um, and I might as well show these, even though I don't know how to use them yet, and I'm almost afraid to use them. But what good is being afraid to use them, right? I should use them. I got to get put them in a case, which I have more downstairs that I need to put them in. I got these yesterday, and I'm wondering, like, will they fit in? I have more of these cases, and I'm thinking maybe they'll fit in here, but maybe not. I don't know. My apologies that I'm not coloring and I'm just talking so much. Will they fit? I got them in the plastic, so I don't know. That one sat in there. Why? Is it because I used it? So yeah, use them all first and then they'll fit in there. Will they fit that way? But I really like the design of these. And then I watched one video about them. They are, they're, now this is the thing. I don't know if these are the new ones that they say they're wax. I don't know what they call them. Do they call them wax crayons or something? Or wax pastels? These were listed at Blick in the clearance that from the liquidation of that other art supply place that they acquired, and they were listed there under the oil pastels, and they're referred to as oil pastels, but they feel like they have wax in them because they work differently. Um, and I do like them. Of course, you know me, I like the small diameter because I like to be able to have something that's of different diameters of the same or similar products so that I can get into the nooks and crannies in spots. Um, I'm wondering if this doesn't fit because of the outside, but I don't want to take it out of the package. So yeah, I got every single one they had. Because I was like, okay, clearance, I'm not going to be able to get them again. I'm getting all of them. And I can see where they'll be very useful. And I got to be not scared to use them. Maybe I'll make myself use them right now. But um, I watched a couple videos yesterday of people using them. And they do watching them like actually do a drawing with them, which is something that I was thinking they really seem to lend themselves to. I'd rather work with something like that to draw than something thick like your normal oil pastels. And plus these are messy and smudge and all that kind of stuff. These do not. But that also means you can't blend them like you can blend these. I don't know if people will use some other medium to cause them to blend or what, but they don't um, they don't act the same. They act like they have wax and something to keep the color more stable. So I don't know. Do I want to work on this? Where did I put something else I was using this week, trying to use? And what did I use them in? Did I use them anywhere where it was successful? Um, well, I'm kind of learning. I'm on a learning curve with these guys. Um, they're, what it says, Ilvasun metallic, acrylic markers, and they're really pretty. But I had a problem with one of these with kind of, I don't know how or where it leaked, but it was all over my hands. And okay, like I didn't like that. But I love this color so much. It's really nice on the paper. Yeah, it was this side that was leaking. You can see there's some spots there. Then I wound up being on my hands, and I'm like, how did that even happen? I don't even know how that happened. Did some like wind up getting into the cap, or I don't know. But the colors are really, really pretty. Some of the colors are seem too close to each other. And I did swatch these out, but of course, like I said, I swatch things and then I never look at the swatch. So that's why most of the time I just don't even swatch, because I never have the patience to like look at the swatch sheet. But I'm trying to use these because I really like the color and the saturation of the color and the level of the metallic in them. But I got to figure out how to use them and where to use them best, because it's almost like even though they're small in size, the entire pen, they're so juicy that you can't do a small area unless your hand is like super, 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 super steady. And even then, you're at risk of, it going over the lines and stuff. So I got to figure that out with those. Hey, TaylorMade. No, you're not late. You just missed me rambling a whole lot. So maybe I should put the chat thing so I can see, because I am not very aware today. Okay, so I can figure out what to use these on. I could maybe try using it on another PDF and see what happens. I don't know. So I guess this is going to be one of my Christmas coloring things. I like how it looks right now. I like the combination with that Sherlock metallic marker. So I'm going to go with that. So, oh, here it is. That's the one I was just talking about. I was just talking about, yeah. This is what it is. So, I haven't really used, let me see. I did use them, actually, now that I think about it. Where's the book? Where's the book? To just see what they were like, try and get, and so I'm gonna have to like kind of figure it out. And I don't even know what kind of paper it's best on, but where is it? Where's that page? So I used a combination of the regular. I actually started off using just these guys, just one color from here. And no, wait, no, I started with the blue from the Posca pastels. And then I noticed that, oh, they don't really blend. So then I wound up using the white from here to blend a little bit. And then I also did use the blue from here to kind of see, okay, now what's the difference between these? How do they work together? Is it possible to have the Poscas layer on top of the regular oil pastel? So I was this was my experimental page with that. I wonder, where's that blue I had? It's the only one that's out the package. So I really love the design of them. I really do. I think I love that more than anything. But here, let me see. Let me do a little bit. And see, this is the thing. With these, it's not a dainty. Don't be dainty because it goes on very light unless you apply pressure. So you have to give it that oomph. And I was afraid to do that, but now that I know that, I think I'll be less afraid to do that. I'll know what I'm in for when I use them. And I gotta move some of this stuff. Um, so I don't know. Maybe this is what I'll do now. I like how I can get around things with it. It's one thing I really like. But then it's not really, well, I'm probably missing something in the process, but can't really blend it. You're just laying the color down. That's it. But I guess you can layer with them, but I don't have that skill. Um, no, they're harder. They're harder, and they're less. They're not oil. They don't really feel oily at all. They don't feel oily. They don't feel crumbly. They're like a totally different thing. And I'm glad I got them because yeah, they are different. I was able to blend when I used a regular oil pastel. I was able to blend them a bit, a lot actually, because that's what I did here. But that probably was an unnecessary thing to do, but it's something I did. One, because I'm experimenting. I don't know how either of the things really work, especially in a coloring book. I don't know how oil pastels would work. I don't know anything about them really at all. That I like, not really. I mean, I do when I don't. Like, if I were to do like a still life with oil pastels, I'd probably figure that out. But to do it in a coloring book for me is different because the space is different and I'm having to fit into something that's already here. So that's different. So I don't know if you can see. Um, I don't know if my thing will auto. Oh yeah, it auto focuses. So that's where I just put down the Posca pastel. I love that they're not messy. They don't transfer onto your hands or anything. I love that. Yeah, so it is kind of like they're like almost like a crayon, but then not because they do have kind of a, I don't know, they got like a slightly, I don't know. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. They definitely adhere better than crayon. There's no resistance at all with these when you put down the color. No resistance. So I'm wondering if they're the other thing that's out that I think replaces these, or if they're a newer version of these. I wonder if they work the same way. Excuse me, I just burped. Mm. I don't know. I need to eat something for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a smoothie because, like, I really didn't have enough today to eat. Let me just take a look really quick. Um, yeah, but I think I really like these. But like the thing, price. I got to do that cost benefit analysis with them to see like, okay, how much use am I going to get out of them? Is it worth me to buy the newer version of them and try them out? And then it'll be like, long-term commitment of buying open stock to replace things or whatever. Um, okay, now I can hear that music in the background. Why? I'm talking now. It can be quiet. I'll save my music for myself. Um, what? My computer didn't go to Blick all automatically on its own? What's wrong with it? I'm always there. Um, mm, 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 mm. Pasca. Yeah, so now they're called Posca wax pastels. That's what they have out now that I guess replaces these. Um and what I got, well, let me sign in. I could really see, like with these, they make me want to draw. They really do. They make me want to draw. They just have a good feel. The way the color goes down is nice. Um, hey, Vibrant. Let me just look at this. Open. How is it not open? They just delivered it to me. Um, well, they're calling it Posca Pastel. They're just calling it Posca Pastel. And it's the thing is it's under the list of oil pastels liquidation. Um I don't know what's in them. I don't know what's in them. I do not know. It's a mystery. Why isn't this on my so I don't know. I can see myself getting a set of the wax pastels to see how they work because they look like they're the same size. So, and the size is kind of really what sold me on these. Yes, I can see myself getting a set and trying them out. Most definitely. I don't like, let's see, set of 24. Yeah. Mm. Can I get them open stock? If I can't, that would make me sad, but right now it looks like they just have two sets. 24. Oh, no, one set of 24 colors. Yeah, but I have to say, like right now, yeah, I am liking them. I am. So let's see, because that's a little. I need to get my box, my little thing to put these in. I probably could put them in a long one, but I kind of want them to be in a short one, like the Neos. Let's see. Open up. Open. Open. Oh, that's so awkward. I'm glad they're protected though, but that's awkward. Awkward. I think that might be more of the. So I just got to get brave enough and feel like I know these a little bit well enough to. I think they actually would work good in the little folks book and a lot of coloring books, but I just got to get the guts to do it. I mean, I'm using it in a coloring book now, but I'm kind of like, okay, low stakes for me on this page. But see, I like how I can get around corners and things like that. I love that. Love it. Because of the diameter. So, and I want to see how they work with other things as well. And see, nothing comes off on your finger at all. Nothing comes off. That's what I like. I love that. Love it. I don't know what I'm doing with this page though. Did I cover? Okay, I didn't cover this one with the wax. I'm just going to do that now. I can see I'm probably going to need a white oil pastel as a standard supply because, man, I was using that up. Just like I like the, um, although I could probably try a white pencil. Let's do that. Let's do my Prismacolor. See what happens. I'm experimenting today. It doesn't move quite the same. I'm just going over it. I also don't want to be kind of, be redundant with my coloring. It's like, sometimes like just doing more steps than you have to. I don't want to be doing that. So, yeah, it's interesting. Well, this part I have blue, the white oil pastel on here, and maybe even a little bit of the blue of these guys over here. So there's some stuff that's coming off as I put this white on here because that's these guys, not the Poscas. But still, it's not flaking and everything. So, and I think that's really my thing. Like with the pan pastels, I just don't. They're just, even though you can kind of contain them, they're still too messy for me. I don't want anything transferring onto my hands, my clothes, or any. I don't want that life. I don't want that. Makes me itch. I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna go over because I got the oil on there. Oh, it is. It's just flaking up the oil pastel. I just want it to be darker. Yeah, it's taking it up. I don't know. I don't know. Are we gonna do this whole page like this? Really kind of want to put use King Art gel stick on these bubbles a little bit, but I wonder if I did the used well, I could maybe use a Prismacolor white or do something with these and then with the bubbles and then put the whatchamacallit over it, the King Art gel stick over it. Like how Ivy Pearl she does that with the crayon. Um, and the crayon keeps it almost like does like masking fluid or whatever because the King Art gel stick won't cover over wax. See, I had bought, okay, I got 2 sets of crayons that I bought recently, and they just flake. No matter what, they flake, and that just gets on my nerves. I can't deal with it. Makes me crazy. But I don't know, I'm thinking about it. It's in my mind. I just want an easy way to get it done. I don't want to have to work so hard. I don't want to have to work so hard. I don't know. I don't want to have to work so hard. You can't even see that. I don't know if I feel like experimenting tonight, really. But I guess we are. Trying to figure out how I can make it an experiment and also have it look good at the same time. Is that possible? I don't know. So, man, the sun was shining when we left the house. Like, what time did we leave the house? I guess it was like a little bit afternoon. And coming home, dark and rainy everywhere. It just was like it was an entirely different day. I kind of had it half in my mind to make ramen today, but nah, after all that time out, it's like, nope, we aren't cooking. My husband did cook last night, but I don't know why he did. I mean, I should be grateful or thankful or whatever, but like, I don't know. It's not really anything that's easy for me to eat. That's the problem with the braces on. It's not easy for me to eat it, so it's like I don't really want to struggle to eat, but at least he has something to eat. So, and somebody like it's really nice actually. So this fall we got a bunch of one of our neighbors had a garden and she grew butternut squash, and butternut squash really likes our soil around here. Because when we grew it, I mean, we had it was coming out the woodwork, but it wasn't bad because it turns out we liked it. Like I'd never really had one before until somebody gave me one. I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. Then I started finding out all the ways you could cook it, the things you could do with it, um, how easy it is just to preserve it, how long the butternut squash stays around just, as it is. It survives a long time before so you can have it for a while before you cook it. Freezes well, tastes good in a lot of different things, and it kind of like goes incognito, but it adds to the flavor. But anyway, so a neighbor of ours gave us some, and so we're gonna have to like preserve those. But had one that looked like it was going bad or something for some reason, so I brought that in. I cut off the part that was bad. Really wasn't that much, but I didn't want it to spread to the other ones in the bin. So I'm gonna roast that, cube it and roast it, and then have that to go with the ramen whenever I make that, which I don't know, I guess it's gonna be Sunday now. Or maybe actually I could take the roasted, ooh, I just had a thought. To grind up like the sesame seeds and miso and the hot sauce, whatever, with well, put in ground sesame seeds with the soy sauce and maybe the miso and hot sauce, and then the roasted squash, like puree that and then put that into the broth for the ramen so it kind of thickens it and flavors it. Ooh, I don't know, I might do that. It's almost like I have too many options for trying to do it, and so it's kind of making my head spin. Because the main thing you have to think of with ramen is like layering your flavors, to get that umami. And I don't have down in my head, in memory, how to do that and how certain things work together. So that's why I gotta think about it when I do it. I don't know. Now these are supposed to be pearl crayons, but they probably look more pearl when they're on black. I don't really. Uh, oops, sorry. Forgetting where the camera is. I don't know. So you can see the flaking on there too. It gets on my nerves. That's why I guess I'm always in search for, other things that don't flake, because as much as I love crayons, the flake doesn't work for me. Okay, so I need to. Do I want to use more than one color? It's a pretty color. Is this where I want to go? I probably need to do just like one spot, but I guess we're going whole hog. I want to have some on it. We're just going to go there. Go big or go home. If it turns out looking like crap, oh well. At least I know what not to do again if that happens. Right? So I've been thinking about I want to, changing my setup on my desk with my camera. This kind of was my first step with doing that, was using my little Logitech webcam and using this other arm that I hadn't used in a while. And I never used this arm thing because it's one of those kind of clamp kind that has to fit on the edge of your desk. And because I have an L-shaped desk, when I work on the main part of the desk, that just is not going to work. Everything will be upside down or whatever when I'm pointing it down to the desk, or sideways and upside down. Whereas now that I've been using the pull out shelf or whatever on my desk more, I was like, oh, well, I can probably use that now. So I brought it out to try it out. But I really want to get a setup that's on my actual desk and that it is filming with me actually on my desk. And I can't seem to get something that works with my desk. And I know now because I have like a whole freaking collection of webcam like arms and things. Um, I'm thinking like of taking parts off of one and putting them on, assembling them all in a different way from the different ones I have to create one that works for me. So, because I'm thinking all of these things, they're going to connect somehow. I can get them to connect to each other and make what I want it to be. So, it's something that's in my head. Okay, what's scary about this is that I gotta wait until I have them all filled in to then cover this with the King Art gel stick and see if it works. And then if it doesn't, it's like dun dun dun. It's like, but that's okay. All in the name of trying to figure out how these things work together and how they work individually and how they work together. I feel like I'm going a little overboard with this blue. Just a little bit. But so what else has been going on? Not much. Work has been working, and it's this is the time of year where it does get really crazy. It's going to be crazy for at least another month at least. Probably a little bit over that. And I don't know, I thought I was going to wait until that was over to have the piano delivered because they did say they could hold it. But I don't know, it just didn't seem to work out that way. Because I just was like, this whole thing has been the Lord, not me, anyway. I mean, I didn't expect to be doing this, but I guess he was working on me with it for a little bit. Then no, you're gonna get one now. So it's like even this morning it's like I wasn't sure, like, well, today is when we're supposed to go and take care of it. Is that what we're really doing? And like, well, I'm just gonna do whatever you lead me to do, Lord. I don't know. And it just, I don't know, just in total, just rest about it, which I don't know. That's a good sign that it's not my plan that's making this happen. And when I thought back, it was even interesting how I had, um, I like, I'm a stasher anyway. I'm always stashing money places. I was stashing this particular money. And it's like, I don't even know what it's for, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to put it there. I had no idea this was what it was going to be for. That was furthest from my mind. Oh yeah, the other thing that happened this week. Speaking of, oh brother, that's why I'm so tired this week. I went to the oral surgeon that I haven't been back to in like 2 years. Is it even almost? I think it's three now. It might almost be three. I don't know, but yeah. So I went to him. I had to go. Had an appointment with him this week. Was it Monday or Wednesday? Wednesday, because when I went to the orthodontist on the 24th of October, we're at that point now. Like there's one last little thing they want to do, and then it's all about making the retainers and all that kind of stuff. And they said to me, okay, well, now's the time you want to talk with your dentist about the implant. Now I was thinking in my head, I was kind of like, well, I mean, the way my teeth now, there's no problem. That tooth is like, where it is. Like nobody can even tell I'm missing it. The only one who knows I'm missing it is me. I can eat okay without it. I'm not noticing any problems. But then, like, I got the braces. It's like the only problem now is the braces. But and I had that thing in my head while I was sick, like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, that really crazy random thing that popped into my head. Well, if you had to choose between the implant and the piano, which would you pick? Like that question out of nowhere. I was like, who's even thinking about that? And then when I started taking the question seriously in my head, I was like, okay, well, I'll humor you wherever this is coming from. And I thought about it and started reasoning it. It's like, well, the piano, because, you know, the implant, that thing could be done anytime. The Lord provides or whatever. That can happen anytime, and I can eat. So I got the braces, so I'm good. I would think the piano because that's going to give me way more in more areas of my life, um, affect that positively than the implant. Okay, I'm telling you all of my business now, but whatever. Um, I did talk about this before, but it was just so random that question coming into my head, and it was even too random for a fever dream or something. It was even too random for that because I wasn't even thinking about buying a piano, and then all that stuff happened with looking at the piano. Just really, just as I said, it was the Lord who put that together because that was not at all in my. I wasn't thinking that like that. Um. So anyway, so I had the appointment this week because the orthodontist says, well, you need to talk to them because they're saving. The orthodontist has a thing, a bar or something in in place where that to keep my teeth from coming together in that spot where I'm missing the tooth. that started this whole, journey with braces and things. Um, I had started off with the guy who's doing the implant because of that whole problem I had with that tooth that the dentist didn't check, that I wouldn't have had if the dentist had dealt with it properly. But anyway, I started with him. He's really handsome, by the way. Oh my gosh, he's so handsome. Anyway, that's another story. He has swag. I don't know if he knows he has swag, but he has swag. Anyway, so I had to go to for the orthodontist. I had to go um to the implant dude. So like then we could talk about, okay, so what do we have to do? Whatever. I don't know. And I had already started that journey with him, and he already gave me the bone graft like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, whatever. So I was already set for it, and then I had asked him all of a sudden about, well, if I were to get braces, do I need to get them before the implant or after? He says, oh, you need to get them before. And so that's when I got my braces, started that whole thing. We thought it was going to be sooner than it'd be back for the implant, but it didn't work out that way. So now, anyway, so I'm back there, and so we talked, and so now I'm going in December to get that. Um, they just are going to put in the post for it, and then I got to go to my dentist for the cap for it. So I mean, all of this is happening at one time. It's like it's not either or, it's both. And the weird thing is, I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask him how much the post was going to cost. But I already have the part. He already did all the prep, and I've already paid for all of that 2 years ago. So I don't know. We'll just do what we're gonna do. I don't know. Just weird. It was just weird. But I didn't. It didn't. I don't know. It didn't. I don't know. It's the Lord. It's just the Lord. It's a weird journey. Weird journey. But I'm just being obedient. That's all. I'm just being obedient, and I'm not worried because whatever it is, it is. But the funny thing is, when I saw him the first time, he was taking his son to college, for the he was going to be a freshman in college, just starting out. His son's a junior now. My good Lord, it's been a long time. It's like this didn't work out how we thought it was gonna, but I guess it's getting there. And something really um that really made me think happened when I was at the orthodontist in October. That really made me think about, like, it really does matter how you walk through life and how you are, in your life, and yeah, cuz um the orthodontist said to me, um it blew my mind. He just kind of, and like he just the tech does like most of the work, and then the orthodontist comes around, and checks with every tech and the person they're working with at certain stages. Like there's certain things he wants to see, and so they call him over, and like he comes and looks at it and whatever, and then he says, yep, I agree with that plan, or yeah, well, why don't we do this and this, we're going to do this and that, right? So that's what he does. And so when they were looking, he was looking this time and whatever, and talking, and telling me, about the, you know, how we're moving forward and whatever. And then he was starting to walk away, and then he looked around. He goes, I'm really gonna miss you when this is done. He goes, you're just so what did he say? You're just so I can't remember what he said. You're just such a wonderful person to work with, and you're just so nice. And I just kind of, I just kind of looked. It's just like, I was like, oh. First of all, I just thought it was really sweet. But then the way he was walking away, starting to walk away, and then he just turned around and just looked at me and said that. And my mind was kind of blown in the moment because I was like, wow, God, it really does matter how you walk out the house and work with people and interact with people. And I mean, a lot of times I sit in that chair and I just pray for everybody in there. I pray for the tech, I pray for the orthodontist, I pray for the people in the other patients in the chairs and everything. And I was like, wow, that really blew my mind. That really blew my mind. I don't know. That really was something. They're all really nice there too, by the way. They are really nice people. Totally recommend them. But I guess, yeah, with that too, that told me, yeah, well, we're almost done. We're almost done. True, true, true. I don't know if I were still into baking cookies, I would send them cookies every year. But I don't, now that I'm, with working full time, I can't do that like I used to. But I used to do that. I used to bake cookies and like everybody would get some. Our vet, or all everybody, they'd get a tin of cookies. See how much coloring you get when you run your mouth? I don't know why that is. I still got to do the. Now I wonder if it will matter. Like if I go over this now with a King Art gel stick, um, probably what I could do. Ooh, I could use these for the other little things in there. If they don't turn the color I want them to, that's what I'm gonna do. Am I getting my coloring groove back? So I sure was in a funk. So I gotta think of a hashtag for the Christmas coloring, or maybe other than Christmas coloring or something for that Johanna Basford, not Johanna Basford, Hannah Carlson page. Gotta think of something for that. I think that's why I started coloring this Christmas page. This one is like to kind of get me thinking about it. Like, well, this is simple. Let's just do that one. Yeah. Okay, I want a King Art gel stick. And we gotta find a color. But I just feel like the Lord's doing something. He's definitely doing, he's always doing something, but I feel like there's something going on. I mean, with this piano, there's something going on. I don't know what it is. So I'm just gonna, wait for it. Wait for it. I want to use, I don't want to use blue. If anybody thinks of a color, let me know. And I think I want a sparkly color. One of the metallics. Kind of thinking about purple a little bit. Bubbles! I love those pictures, Bubbles. And I showed my husband today. He was cracking up laughing. He saw because what Yuki was doing is just like what our dog would do. Like he would just like nurse that treat. That's hilarious. He's really a beautiful dog. Yuki is. I love his hair. I need a metallic. I could use a combination of colors. Anybody got any ideas? I get it. It's gonna be delivered next Tuesday. Yeah, so they're actually gonna take the old one out and then bring the new one in. So we don't have to worry about that. And I get a free tuning. And it turns out the person who tunes pianos for them works where I work. So that's kind of cool. So I got it in. I get a free tuning, but maybe I'll get a break on the other ones. You're welcome. I know. It's so funny. Now I know what he likes. So like, yeah, if he behaves, I'll get him some more. That's so funny how he was sleeping next to it. Uh, I sent some treats to Bubbles' dog, Yuki. And he's got his favorite. Okay, metallic green. I'm always doing green and whatever together, but it is metallic. And there's this one. I could do a mix of colors, right? If I do like green and then I do also purple, does that sound like something? Oh, you know how I get crazy with my colors. But then I also feel like I keep using the same colors all the time. I don't like that. What's this one? I think originally the metallics might have all been in the same thing. And I messed that up. There's some that aren't in here, I think, and I don't know where they are. That's silver. That's metallic. I never used this one. I wonder if I should. I think I want to save the silver metallic for Christmas time. Okay, if that's the only one he winds up liking, shoot, because that's actually the one that Mark had picked out. That I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put them all in there because whatever. And then it turns out to be his favorite. That's so funny. I figure since I don't have a dog, we don't have a dog. Let's go spoil somebody else's dog because we do love pets. We do. We do. Okay, is this metallic? I like this. I usually save this for Hannah Carlson books, so I don't know. I don't want that one. I should. I don't know. I feel like I should have all my metallics in the same thing. This looks metallic. Yeah, metallic dark blue. I don't know if I want to go there. I want to get out of the blue. Yeah, as long as Yuki behaves, you'll get more. Ultramarine. What was this one? It's no mint. We're always spoiling people's pets. What was we when we went? I think that's how we wound up with the dog that we had. That it was from my sister, but when we would visit her, go to Atlanta, um, we would always spend time with them. We'd take them out for walks, and it's like we'd be doing stuff with them that like they didn't do. So he was like so excited. I think my brother did the same thing when they would go to visit. That we'd spoil that dog, taking him all kinds of places and giving him all kinds of things. And He was oh yeah, light metallic purple. That's what I want. I need to get all my metallics in the same one. That's a pretty color. Ooh, I can't even read that one. I must have used this one a lot or something. It's all worn off. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I really feel like I need to arrange these in a way that works for me. I mean, I think right now they're just arranged like however I got them back in the case. What does that say? Pale yellow. No, we don't want that. Okay. Can I? How many do I have out? One, two, only three? Only three? And I looked at this one, right? Okay. Yeah, so this weekend actually is going to be kind of another. I'm going to be scoping out to make sure everything's set for getting that. And they told us about the level. I'm actually have my whatever you call that thing, the name of a thing that measures humidity. Is it a hydrometer? I don't know. I have one in there in that room now to see what the humidity is, so I know what I need to keep. What I need to do to either get the humidity, keep the humidity at the level it's at, or whatever. So between 42 and 50 something percent. So I don't know. It's possible we might have to in the summertime that we might have to put a dehumidifier in that room. So I don't know. We'll see. Oh my gosh! It's stuck. Oh, this one always wants to open. Oh brother. Okay. So let's see. I don't know. I want purple. I can't help it. Should I use my finger? Maybe not. That didn't feel very good. Ooh. Now that, wow. Okay, I could combo color this. I didn't expect that to be so cute. Now I want to use peach. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to blend. I don't like how that worked at all. The blending part. I don't like that on my finger. Okay, now just doing that helped me see something a little better. Just that little bit. Do I want pink or orange? Okay. I don't know. How's it look? And it's metallic too. It's shiny. Oh, I also when I bought the Posca pastels, I bought two versions of the Duraclear because I wanted to see how they work. They have like a whole bunch of different ones, but I thought, well, let me get the gloss, and then I wanted to try the satin, just because I want to see like how it looks. So I may do this to one of my mythographic pages maybe and see, or even a Kirby page, just to see how it works, and then I'll decide which one I really want to, get a bigger bottle of, but use up what I have. So, because see, now I got to build my stash up again. God knows when and where. So, not for me to worry. Are we going to do this? Let's see what happens. Because I actually want all the background filled in. I really do. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. I am feeling like I need another color, but I don't know. Once you do that, you can't go back. How long have I been on here? It took a long time for me to find my groove. I guess in some ways that doesn't matter as long as you find it. I get that. I don't want to totally. I wonder what would happen if I did what I just did with the crayon in these colors with the crayons. Um, I wonder how that would work out for me for a background. Are we on our way to figuring out a background? I don't know. Something about that doesn't make me like it as much. Whatever I just did, I need a pencil. And we got pencils. Is it gonna work? It's gonna be waxy buildup. Ooh, look at that. It just tore that right up. Okay, we're not doing that. Don't do that. Oh, on top of the thing. Look what that just did. What's on my pencil? Or crayon. Crayon. Hmm. That was kind of interesting. What do I want there? I like the. I like shiny. I like shiny. Let's see. What else do we have? I do have the that one, the blender from the Marabou art crayons. Actually, I also have a bunch. I have a set of metallics, metallic or whatever Marabou art crayons that are water based. I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. I'm working to try and get like things together with my coloring supplies, so I'm not, in the position I'm in right now. I wonder if I just need to stick to blue and purple or what. I don't know what color I'm making the fish either, so that's kind of a. Uh, okay. Ooh, that's so dark. That's really dark. I don't know how I feel about that. No, I don't know. No, no. This won't go down. No way. What I need is like a metallic white. See, I'm on this constant search for like metallic pearlescent white everywhere I go. I can't find it. I do have this in like the paint. I don't want it in paint. I want it in a crayon and in a marker. Not paint. Okay. How do we do this? How do we do this? So I guess I actually need to do more crayon on the other spots. And then I can go over with my metallic with these guys and do some dots. Do the inside there. And then decide what color. I don't mind some white space either. But sometimes when I do that, I feel like, oh, but I haven't colored the whole thing. It's like, well, mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, I was looking at this and like, I ain't coloring this. Well, I guess I am. I guess I am coloring it. And it's actually, I think I'm learning something. So, did I do these with the. It looks like I did, but then it looks like I didn't. Okay, I didn't do the white. I don't know. I think these are working. The gel stick and the crayon are working kind of good with each other. So, things to remember. And I remember this. So I think it was like the first live the live that I did a live in Ivy Pearl. Like we decided we were going to do a live together because we were going to do a color along with a Hannah Carlson page, and it was kind of I think like a kickoff for Ivy Pearl to go start going live. And she's taken off now. She's got the she's got the whole thing. She knows how to do it. Yay! But I saw she did the thing with crayon and the King Art gel sticks on either that first live we did together or the second one, and I just was looking. But see, every time I repro colors, I just look because it's like I'm always learning something. It's like I don't think I was in the chat last night because I was so tired, but I had it on and I was looking what she did with the marker. It's like what she did with the hair. Look how she did that, and she's just talking, talking, talking. She's like, well, like I don't really know like with coloring books or coloring pages, but I'm just gonna do this. I was like, girl, you keep doing it, cause you just helped me figure out how I can do hair with marker. Too funny. But yeah, that happened on that live too. I think at some point I just stopped coloring and I just was watching her color. Um, when she was on my live, because I was like, oh, like how'd she do that? And I'm still trying to do that. I still haven't got that down. I'm trying. I'll get there. It's a good technique to know, and I think she probably learned that from card making, and that's probably how she acquired that knowing that skill and also knowing her materials. And that's something I just don't know. That sometimes that's why a lot of times I just stay with colored pencils because I don't know the materials. I don't. Uh-oh, what's it doing outside? Thinking that sounds a little too hard. It sounds like snow. I don't think it's cold enough, but we had clouds like the yesterday. Them clouds were looking like snow clouds. If it was any colder, yeah, it would have been lake effect snow for sure. There were some angry clouds, dark gray, and like the kind of very shaped. They're not blurry gray, but very shaped. Like we're up to something. We're gonna do something. We getting ready to put out some things. It was those kind of clouds. I was like, Lord have mercy. Came out as rain, which like, oh, it's almost like in a way you'd rather have snow, but because the rain, it was raining like big drops, big angry drops of rain. So we're getting into that season. Dun, dun, dun. So I don't know. I'm not in too much excited about peeling a bunch of apples, but I might be able to get my husband to do it, or at least help. He peeled the apples for the pie I made, the last pie I did, because somebody gave us a lot of apples from their backyard. Well, now where's the blue one? Did I put that back? I did. I'm gonna need some of that blue. I got like looks almost like periwinkle in here too. These are the pearl crayons, which probably, yeah, even on here they're using it on black, so it's probably better on dark paper. But that actually, like, might be something to try in like the Maria Troll books that have those black backgrounds. Like there's some black backgrounds in Luna. Maybe I should try using them on that. This thing just went off. Where are we? I've still been doing learning my French. I missed a couple days this week because it just was so crazy. But I actually did push it one day this week, and I actually did 2 lessons instead of one because it was kind of a good thing I did that because then I went kind of I couldn't do it a couple to other days. And I'm using 2 different apps. I'm using the Babbel app mostly, but then I found this other one that I really like. It's called Quizzic, and it actually like teaches with the actual. What was I looking? I'm looking for something on my computer while I'm doing this. I'm trying to remember what was it I was looking for. Um, and oh, I need to be on the same thing, don't I? Let's do that. Um, I forgot what I was saying. I like that it teaches for the Quizzic actually teaches for the French language test. Maybe that, you know, at some point I can like kick more into overdrive and really take it a little more seriously and like get to the point where I can actually test for it. Okay, I don't know how fast that's going to happen, but um I think it's kind of nice though cuz I mean I can kind of, you know, I can kind of do it a little bit now and then when, just study like how I kind of am now, kind of casually, but then at some point really go, if it becomes really time where I need to do that, then do that and, I'll kind of be ready or something. I don't know. Trying to find my channel because I want to share something and I want to get the information right because I'm not going to get it right out my head. It is okay. Here we go. Can I copy the link? Copy link address. There we go. So I want to share the information for Jill Comfort Zone's poetry competition that's tomorrow. It is the third annual poetry competition. And paste. This is Jill's short for it. I also did post it on my wall. And it's, and see, I always forget the time. It's almost like I got to play it. Let me go to Jill's channel. And I have to look at, although I have, wait. Sorry. I am such an airhead. Sorry. I know I have the, because I don't want to get the time wrong or anything like that. So do watch the short if I can't find it in my, I know I have a poster in my feed for my thingies, but like, let's see if I can find it. Because what day was that? I don't even know. Oh my gosh. This thing in my feed, I do need to go watch it. For candy corn muffins made with Jiffy corn mix and candy corn. Oh my god. I shared it, but I haven't watched it yet. I think I'm going to watch it, even though that sounds totally disgusting. Totally disgusting. Oh my gosh. How long ago did I post it? Lord have mercy. Watch Jill's short. It's a short. I think it's 6 p.m. tomorrow. I will be there, so I'm going to be in the chat. Or even if I'm not in the chat, I will be there watching. But I'll probably be in the chat too. I don't know. I guess I just posted too much on my wall because I can't find it. All I can find is the video I posted recently. What's that one? That's not it? Nope. Ciao. Don't make me a hype person. I'm a lousy hype person. So what did Bubbles say? Oh my gosh, I can't read the chat like that. Oh, oh, your son did a painting. I'm gonna have to go check it out. Oh, what did this do? I don't want to see that. Okay. Okay. I need to have a good night's sleep tonight. That's one thing I need. This week has been intense. And wow. Okay. This actually doesn't, I mean, it actually goes a little faster, I think. Now that I kind of know what I'm doing, I think I'll be able to do this one quicker. What time is it? Is okay. Let's see if I can get it done in this live. Get at least that much done. Because I always like to, I don't know, I like to get all of one thing done in one sitting because when I put it down and then get to the next day or whatever, I don't know if I'm going to remember how I did it. So, oh, and I think somewhere along the line when I was talking, I was saying something about somebody gave us like a lot of apples from their tree in their backyard. And we did make, I made an apple pie a couple weeks ago. And but we still got a lot left of apples, and they brought me more, so it's like, oh, this is like And I'm thankful for them. I like apples, but I used to eat apples every day. Just raw apples, apple slices. But I haven't because of my braces. Because most of it just gets all caught up in them, and it's just gross. Anyway, very little gets in my stomach, and most of it gets in my braces, and it's like just fruitless. No pun intended. So I'm gonna be happy when I can eat apples again, like I used to. But so we have all these apples. I can't eat them like raw or whatever, like I normally could. So I'm thinking, I was looking up apple preserves to see if there was such a thing, and I do see there is such a thing, but I don't know if I like how it looks. So I went back to my first idea of doing apple butter. I wouldn't mind doing apple jelly, except I don't want all that sugar. So that's why I thought apple preserves, or if there was such a thing, and I found out there is, or apple butter. But then when I was hearing about apple butter, I was hearing of people putting all this crazy mess in there. I was like, no, I don't want to do all that. But today I discovered that, yeah, apple butter really isn't all that complex. Like that other person was doing it. I don't know. They're actually putting like real butter and I don't know, doing all this crazy. I'm like, what the heck is that? But all you have to do is cook the apples for a long time in just basically just apples and spices, and it's just you slow cook them. So I've decided that's what I'm gonna do. It's a good way for me to use most of them up, maybe save a couple back from it, but I'm going to use most of them up, I think, making apple butter, and then I can can that, put it in a hot water bath, warm water bath, whatever you call it. And then, yeah, then they'll be preserved and use it to put on toast and bagels and maybe even bake a cake and like a jelly cake, except put apple butter, use apple butter instead of jelly. That sounds kind of good to me. So, add some of my favorite spices, which are um, cinnamon. I love cinnamon. I will overdo the cinnamon. That's like what I had for breakfast today. I had, because eggnog is in the store now, and and I love that stuff. I don't know why. I just do. I had a glass of that with cinnamon in it. A lot of cinnamon. I'm like crazy about cinnamon. But anyway, so I'm gonna put in cinnamon, clove, um, probably a little bit of mace or allspice, and cardamom. Definitely at least a pinch of cardamom. I love cardamom. I put it in savory things, I put it in sweet things. I love cardamom. And you don't put a lot in there, you just put like a pinch. It does so much. I put them in my oatmeal cookies too. That's another thing. I haven't been able to eat those either. So I love making oatmeal cookies. I love eating oatmeal cookies. Do we need to do them all? I wonder, do I need to add any? Did I do this to them? I don't even feel it. I don't feel it. I guess Here you go. So, and I like the idea of making the apple butter because it is something like you slow cook, so I could just put it in the crock pot and let it be there and go on about my business, do all the things I got to do. I thought somebody I read they had theirs in the crock pot for 17 hours. I'm like, ooh, that works for me. So I can go do other stuff I got to do and then, then prep for putting them in the jars and then the water bath. I'm very process oriented, very much so. Like, do this, wait, do this, wait. Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm that kind of person. Very process oriented. I guess that might be one reason why I like oil painting so much because it's very much a process. It's not quick, hurry up, do this, done. I think that's why I like it. Try and get enough wax down here. And I still need to figure out those pigment pens. That's something I gotta figure out. But again, it's like the setup for it to be ready to do it. And I've really been feeling like I wanted to use my gouache. And I think I just was like, but you can't stop thinking about it because I got to set up for it. And I don't have the space on my desk right now to set up for it, especially while I'm working. So, but I really want to try using some different things to play with the consistency of it. And because I really got to think, I don't like this, it's not in this picture, it's in the mermaid one that I used the gouache on. It's this one. Every time it's like the dryness of it, oh my god, it just irks me so bad. That it there's no shine and it feels like ugh, feels all chalky and everything. That just really I don't like it. It bothers me, and I think that's the oil painting thing in me. That's not how oil paint. That's not the finish that oil paint leaves. Yeah, and I can't expect everything to do that, but I feel like I'm gonna need some better performance from the gouache than I was getting. Hey, Ivy Pearl, if your ears been ringing, I was talking about you. Um, yeah, so I oops, maybe I should be a little more thoughtful with how I apply this. Perhaps I'm just going like, yeah, that's not gonna work. Be a little nicer, Linda. Um, but yeah, so I feel like I really want to play with that, and I do. Like I bought a bunch of stuff to do that, but I have to, like I all over the summer I did, but I gotta have the time to do that, and at least to pick one thing and focus on it, so I can at least get that wrapped around my head, and then I can proceed with the gouache then, because I really want to use it, but I have to get a system down, I guess, or something. Oh, did I even use this one on the other side? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look the same. Oh well, we can be a little different. It's okay. You can be different. I don't know. Seems darker. Why does the lighter one seem darker than this one? Oh, I don't know. It's weird. But I do have I don't know what that will do. Where are you? I always have this close by unless I put it away. But I think it's out here. Show thyself. I thought sure it was out here. When I want it, I can't see it. Oh, and those those brute fruiter pencils, I still don't have them. They delivered them to someplace in Maryland. And so I've been going back and forth with FedEx and AliExpress or whatever that thing is called. Um, to like, okay, give me the pencils or give me my money. And basically, FedEx said that I have to go through well, AliExpress was telling me I had to go through what did I do with that? Did I put it back in my pen thing? I FedEx was telling AliExpress was telling me I had to go to the shipper FedEx, and FedEx tells me I have to go to um them to AliExpress. Well, now finally AliExpress says, okay, yeah, it's us, so we're looking into it. I'm like, oh brother. So we'll see what happens, but like you better believe, like I'm not ordering from them again. Because the only reason I ordered from them was because I wanted that base for my floor cleaner, and that's the only place that has replacement bases for some reason. So, what the heck? I know I had this on my desk. Where is it? Trying to find my blender. I want my blender. I don't want to use a new one. I want the one I had. But I don't see it. Maybe that's a sign that I shouldn't use it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Covered up by pencils. Go figure. Okay. Let's see what this will do, if anything. Will it? Sometimes this will move the stuff for you. I love this thing. That's why I bought more of them, because I was like, oh, I didn't know you would do that. So it does it. So one, it's not getting on my fingers, but two, it's also not really wiping up the color. It's just moving it. And that's what I need. I don't want to lose color. I just want to move color. Oops. Have I used this too much? No, it's starting to... I'm pressing too hard. I love this thing. I don't know. It's the Himi gouache in that purple case. It was just what I got, like, to try out. And, like, I mean, yeah, that's what I got. I'm not willing to go anywhere else until I figure that out and how that works for me. So, because I'm already not fond of painting at my desk. That kind of, but for a coloring book, that's kind of like, that seems fitting to paint at your desk if you're painting in a coloring book. But I gotta make it work for me because I can't stand that kind of ashy, chalky feel. I can't stand it. To imagine me when I was taking a drawing class and we had to do charcoal drawings. Oh my god, it took so much. I had to just focus, Linda. Just focus. Focus. Focus on the picture. Focus on the effect and the result in the picture. Don't think about how it feels, because I did not like that feeling at all. I did like how it turned out when I was done with it, the charcoal thing, but the experience of working with it was like, ooh, and it's messy. So I was like, no, no, me no want, me no want to do that. See, I'm having way too much fun with the stick. I need to stop. And it doesn't take the shiny away either. Kind of gives it a little more. I don't know if you can see that. So that makes me happy. I like shiny. So sounds almost kind of like sounds almost like kind of pathological. I like shiny. I like bright shiny things. Ooh, that's really dark. I like it though, a little bit here and there. Sounds like it stopped raining. I don't know. Did I think I took out I started coloring it. Maybe I started coloring another page in that spooky, cozy coloring book. I don't remember. I got or maybe I put it away. Ooh, what was that? Man down, man down. I got excuse me, a bunch of stuff piled up in front of me. I know I'm really random right now. Yeah, I do need to put this away. For the season, I did go over this and finish this. I needed to do a short. But I guess it's too late for that because it's over. This is where I first used the pearl crayon on that. She's so cute. Anyway, what was that? I don't know. We'll fix it later, I guess. It's dark. It's so dark underneath my desk. I can't see anything. And that's where whatever that was fell. It's so dark under there. Gotta wait till daytime or get an emergency light to look underneath. I can't see. Okay. Wow. So, oh, yeah, do up in there. That needs a little bit of help. I don't mind that being a little more green in here. I gotta think about. Not that one. This one. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's not the one I wanted to pick up. Yes, I guess that's the root of my love of waxy things, waxy and oily. I like watery. I'll play a little bit. Chalky. Nope. Back. But I'm willing to learn though. Because I think Ivy Pearl, I heard you talking about the, was it the car, Othello, whatever them things are called, pastel pencils. I actually have some. Um, I think they're really nice for what they are, but they give me that feeling when I use them. Except for one book that I have, those Creative Pages book. I think I used them in there, and I really liked how they worked in there. And I didn't have that weird feeling with them in there. I don't know why, but yeah, it's that whole pastel, the kind of scratchy, chalky feel is not any. I find that very unpleasant. Everybody's got their thing, and I guess that's just mine. And I suppose if I knew, like, if I had in me like the best, like something to do with it that could get a result that I really, something I'm going for or whatever, and it was really hit the spot for that, then I probably could get over that feeling. But I don't, because that's not my thing. I'm not really an artist, so I don't have that. I don't have that kind of grace to give them. But I think it's a good product, though. Okay. We gonna go around in circles. Oops. Over the line. I can erase that though. These gel sticks are just wonderful. Oops, I went too much there too. We can erase it because these things are wonderful. They let you do that. Can I use? Where is it? So yeah, I do like these Posca thingies. I am going to get brave and use them in more books because I really want to see how they work. I am not, I'm telling myself, do not be afraid to use your supplies. Use them. And I do want to use them. So, and I kind of got my eye, as I use them, I'm kind of going to have my eye on the newer ones that are called wax pastels, just to see, probably looking at some YouTube videos just to see, like, okay, do they work the same? Are they different or what? And then possibly buy a set. Now, but I kind of want to, I actually want to try drawing with them. Is one thing that I really want to do because they have just a good, they feel good in the hand for that. I think we got somewhere. I think we did. Well, this is way better than I expected from these. So I wonder if I'm way better than I expected from me today. So now I wonder how I can, because I got the oil pastels on these. I think I need to turn it upside down. Oh, you know what? Let's use this color. This is a Crayola Pearl crayons. Yeah, they're kind of scratchy. Maybe I should get mine out and use them. Maybe sometime this weekend. Do a little short live and then, because I don't exactly remember, but maybe you can kind of see in my random, like, talking out my head, I'll say exactly what I think of them while I'm using them, both good and bad. So maybe I should do that. But I consider them another wheel in the wheelhouse, one of those things you might have to break out with from time to time. So I think it probably depends on how you use them, plan to use them, um, what your opinions of them might be. But I have not used any other pastel pencil either. So what color is this? Where is it? How do you see it? Where is it? Gotta look in the camera to see that. Will that show it? I can't see it. Does it say something? Moonlit pond. Okay, that didn't tell me much. Okay. What else? Do we need to add green? Seems kind of one note, but ooh, why did it do all that? Ooh, it's wiping up the. This is from the oil pastels. It's taking up the, because that's what I did these bubbles with, was the white oil pastels. These guys. So it's kind of picking up that. This is kind of helpful for me to see how these things all work together. So next time I'll know like what to lay down first and what to lay down second, and or what's going to happen if I do it in whatever order. Yeah, I find that helpful. So it's kind of good that I'm doing this. So these are actually turning out to be worth the purchase. Do I do some of this down here too? I can. Ooh, that was a little dark. This keeps going down. But I've used this a lot, so I don't know. I don't know how much of it's left. I don't even want to. I don't want to find out. I'm just gonna use it till it's gone. I have more though, because I bought more once I discovered how useful this is. I bought more. Mm, okay, what do we got? We got bubbles. Okay. Like if I wanted that some of the white in there to pop some more, maybe like just a Posca marker, Posca pen on there will make that happen. But I like how this almost looks kind of. Sorry, I hope I'm not making you dizzy. I forget what camera I'm using. I'm thinking that almost gives it the kind of iridescent kind of thing going on in a way. And I kind of like that. Okay, 2 hours and 25 minutes. I'm gonna go to. Let's go. Let me mute for a second. Yes, Ivy Pearl. That's the book. This is the book. I can't even talk right. Yep, it's Hidden Oceans. I like it, and the like I don't really like a lot of her books. Like when I look at them, they're not really the kind of thing that I felt like I'd want to color. But when I saw this one, I was like, for some reason I like ocean stuff. I don't know why. And oh, I like that. And yeah, so I did get this one. I really like it. I do. I don't know. I don't know if it's because everything in here is like a little more abstract or something. That might be why I like it. I don't know, but I really like this book. I like this page. Yeah, I do. I still got to finish this page. I'm trying to wrap my head around like what I need to do in here, and trying to get my vision for this page. So that's why I haven't finished it. That's always the case with me. Reasons why. Um, and this one, trying to figure out what to proceed with. And I was kind of thinking, I think the other day, about using these Ipson metallic markers, but I'm not sure that they're going to behave with the spaces that I have to work with, because like they're so juicy that even though the pen is kind of streamlined, the tips still aren't. I don't know. They're small, but not small enough, and so and they're really really juicy. The color is really rich, and they're really juicy, and so because they're so juicy, they can go over the line. When you don't want them to, and if you have a really steady hand, you can get the tip. You can work with the tip and have it do what you want it to. But I'm kind of practicing having a steady hand with them, um, because it's kind of like it can be done, but then it's also kind of tricky. What was I doing? I was coloring in the flower mandalas book with them, I think. I forgot about that. See, I've been trying to color in everything this week. It's just kind of been all over the place. Um, and I did I was working on one mandala. I was like, whoop, we went over the line. This is the one I've been practicing using these with. I just love this color. It's gorgeous. So and I've been coloring the leaves with them, which is really like a challenge. But I've been doing that to try and get a steadier hand with them. And then maybe then I'll try doing, you know, using those maybe. I don't know. Verdict's still out what I'm going to use on this page, but maybe I'll use them on this page. But I really love those markers for their color and that they're metallic, but yeah, you really got to have some control with them. Oops, sorry. Again, I'm forgetting where the did this thing move down? Hold on one second. There we go. Yeah, so you see the whole page. So it scared me at first. I was like, uh-oh. And like there's places where I went over the line because like I said, you got to learn how to control them. So then I'm trying to like kind of edge it back, and it's hard to edge back. When it's down there, it's down there. So you really got to have a good hand with them. So but I really like the colors and the markers and how vibrant it is. They are. So yeah, that's what I've been playing with. Did I color anything else in here? I almost posted a. Oh my gosh, you want to see something ugly? Sorry. This was just to relax. But I'm going to stay with the colors because, you know, sometimes when you're with the colors and it looks really ugly, like once you have them all there, they'd still do something. So, but I was working on this one just to kind of, I don't know, do something. Ooh, it's ugly though. And also just, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I was using water-based markers. I also use colored pencils. I don't know. I was throwing everything at it. I don't know. Just to get, well, what feels good? What feels good? I don't know. And then this one I was using sorry, like tangent. I was using these markers. Reason I still have them out on my desk. Trying to work with these acrylic markers. I have a lot that are similar to this, and this is just like one set, and so like it's got one bullet point side. You can see that, and then one um the brush tip. So just trying to get better at using acrylic markers, especially like really matte ones, and what to do with them and how to use them. So a lot of times mandalas are places where I test. It winds up being testing something out, whether it's a supply or color palette. So yeah, so I was working on this week. And I saw this one that I don't know. I don't know when I did this. I don't have a date on it, but I got to finish it. And I think I might have used the Faber-Castell Black Edition, I think, on this. And because that blue is a very particular blue, and I think it's from that set. And I would have loved to finish this fall because I really like these colors together. But oh my gosh, it makes my head hurt just to think about it. So I guess this is going to be around for another year until I finish it. I can't even believe I started coloring this one because it's really got a lot going on. But I really like these colors a lot. Yeah, so I don't remember why did I show that. This is not the book where I have where I use those pencils. I don't know. Let's see. Is it in here? Because then I can show. Yeah, I don't think I have that one out. Is it up there? I don't see it. Yeah, but I was pleasantly surprised because, yeah, actually, maybe this is another reason they have this book out. This is the Creative Pages. That's the book. It was one of these books on this paper that I used those, whatever, Carbaffello um, pastel pencils. And I was surprised at how nicely they worked on this paper. And I was like, well, maybe this is what I'm going to use those in these books because um yeah, it was like I actually like enjoyed it, the experience, whereas I didn't in other places. So yeah, I don't know where that book is. I probably put that one away because I'm not really working in it right now. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, where, oh, this is the book I was working on, duh. I still gotta finish this page. I think we're done with this one though, for now. It's kind of a double pager, but they can also be separate. So I think for now I'm dealing with them separate. You can do each page a different color. Hey, Lori. Because now I got to figure out what to do with what color to make these creatures, and maybe even what to do them with. Because, I could probably use these guys. Do something different. No. Oh, I just found more bubbles though. Uh-oh. Hold up. We ain't done yet. Where to put them crayons? We ain't done yet. This is what happens. You always find, you think you're finished and then you find, oh, there's more like it. Shoot. It happens with everything. And I got to do it now because I might not remember how I did this tomorrow or the day after that. So just I posted the video for, and maybe I can do it again. And can I type too? Can I type at the same time? Chill. Oh, well, let's get the keyboard on the right place. Zone 3rd annual poetry competition. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure it's EST now that I think about it, but yeah. Yep. Eastern Standard Time. And hey, Mandy. Let me share. Is this your channel? Or I'll share the video. Share link. Here's a link to her video about it. And it also has the poster on there. And the contestants had to sign up like, oh man, when was it? Was it like a month ago, 2 months ago? Or something like that. So this is really not a fly by night kind of thing. Jill puts a lot of planning into this, and I think she has a special guest judge this time as well. So a lot of people preparing for this and to put their best creativity forward. The theme of this year for this year, because she every time she does this, she has a theme for it. The theme for this year um, is your crown steady? And so that's what they have to create their poetry. Whatever poetry that they present is based somehow on that idea. So yeah. So we'll see. I will be there. Chances are I'm going to be like working while I watch, but I will be there. I may be in the chat, maybe not. I might do a hello and then I'll be in the clouds. I don't know. Um, but I will be there. Looking forward to it. I think this will be the second one that I attend. Oh, and I'm supposed to be doing down here. Duh. I didn't really want to start off with green. I really didn't. I went purple. Okay, that's one thing with these. Okay, and see, this is why I'm always looking at the diameters of things and looking for more than one, looking for the same product but in a smaller diameter. This is me, because I'm like, okay, now I want to get into this little spot here, but it's hard with this, the diameter of this, the stick. So that's why I'm always like looking at the diameter of things. It's like, ooh, that's that, but it's smaller. Ooh, it's that, but oh, this will cover this amount of space. I'm always looking at that. I don't know if I want lighter green or maybe I want to use this guy. My trusty art crayon blender. That actually blends more than just art crayons, I discovered. I love this thing. And it's very purple. Not that that's a bad thing, but it is at the bottom, so maybe things would be darker down at the bottom. This is not, I think I made it too waxy. It's not going to go over it. I don't know, it almost seems too purple. Okay. Ooh, my head. My head hurts. It was a long day. And we were near that pastry shop that I don't know, like kind of, well, Middle Eastern, I'll say, pastry shop and coffee shop, and we didn't go in. And I actually kind of call that a win because the last time we went there, we came out with a whole lot of stuff. But next time, we'll get some next time. I didn't want to get any sweets and strong coffee on basically an empty stomach this time. So, and I hadn't eaten enough good stuff. Um, I don't know, in the past couple of days, I think to merit me getting something from there to eat at all this weekend. So I was like, no, that place is wonderful. Okay, so we got it. We got our spots. And I was thinking I wanted to use some of these guys. I don't know, in like some gold or green or whatever, but I don't know. I think I may wait until I do the fish and the seahorse and then see how I feel. And then I got to think about what color to make these things. I don't know when that's going to happen. Look how shiny it is. I love the shiny. I love shiny. I'm talking like somebody who's tired because I am. I wonder. Okay, let me put my crayons away. Let me do that first. Put the crayons back. Not the crayons. That's how I say it. Crayons. It's not crayons. It's not crayons. CRANS. There's an O there. Foxy Colorist says it right. That's why I like hearing her say it. Because I was like, yeah, that's really the right way. I don't know why I say it the way I do. It's crayons. That's what it says. Crayons. Not crayons. That's what I realized. I've taken on the... Thank you, Ivy Pearl. Oh, cool, Mandy. Yeah, I want to use mine more. And like that's why I kind of started coloring in one of the cozy coloring books. It's like I really want something where like I definitely can use my crayons. See, I did it again. It's like I have adopted the uber nasality of the place where I live now. That kind of irks me that has happened, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Yeah, possibilities of what to do this page with. Like I know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do more with the Posca pen and doing some things like bubbles and things on here, but I got to get brave. I don't know if crayons will go on. I did it again. Crayons will go on here like that and do that or not. I got to think about it, but I really want to do some things with this background that were not there in the original illustration. I'm almost wondering how these guys might work on here, but again, these don't blend, so I would have to build up color on here, not blend, because these don't blend really. Well, as far as I know right now, not in the normal way, not just like smudge your finger on it or whatever. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I feel like this page is like speaking to me. But and there's some way that I want to do this that is not quite with me yet, but I know I want to do, so it's unknown to me right now. Okay, so I think that's enough for me for today. I gotta get up and walk around and do some things. Yeah, this blender is like wonderful. And I had it for a long time in my set of Marabou art crayons. And then I started using this all of a sudden for something, and I was like something not for the art crayons, and I was like, oh, it blended that too. And that blew my mind. And so I immediately went and I bought 3 more. It's like, okay, because we're going to be using these a lot now. So the blue background is actually from an acrylic marker. And then, yeah, acrylic marker. Tan Mitt. Where is it? They're near me. Somewhere here. And these are like, actually I have another set of acrylic markers that are actually a lot like these. Oh, what's going on with this one? Is there leakage happening? What is that? Huh. Yeah, it's is it this one? I think it might be this one. Yeah, Tan Mitt dual acrylic markers, dual tip acrylic markers. Yeah, that's how I did the blue. And there was something else, like it's streaky on that page, but I learned from that it was how I put it on there. And I actually used a Prismacolor pencil over it to try and get rid of some of the streakiness. And then I also decided that I was going to work with the streakiness, and that's when I put these things down, and I'm going to put bubbles and things so that it kind of looks like, I don't know, something with the water or whatever. But I was upset with the streakiness. It's like, well, yeah, it works for me for this page, but that's not going to work for me for every page if I'm trying to do a background. So I actually tried something out in this book because it kind of irks me a little bit. So I don't care what happens to it in a way. Um, and I tried out that same marker on this page, and so I got it to not look streaky. I was like, oh, so it's just like how Bubbles always used to tell me with the colored pencils to like light circular movement. That's what worked on this page, and so it's not streaky. So now I know how not to be streaky. So I was glad for that. So I learned something. Yeah, so it's an acrylic marker. That's how I did the background. And I forgot I've been coloring in this book. There's my fox. See, I've been in so many books lately, I just totally forgot that I'd been coloring in this. I gotta do the crystals. That's what's got me. I also used acrylic markers in this one too. The same ones. That set has some metallics, so I use like the green metallic. And this side, oh, this side, I think I actually did this in a live where I did something on it and I didn't like it and I erased it. And so it's got the stain from whatever I had done to it, and I actually like it like that. So, yeah, I gotta finish that page. Is there something else? This one, I don't know where I'm going with this one. And maybe I need to use the gel sticks in this one as I think about it. Because I can use a metallic gel stick on these. Because I kept thinking I want them to be kind of illuminating or something. So I can probably use a combination of like a really waxy pencil in some spots and then use the gel stick. That's what I can do. Because I stopped working on it because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make those look like kind of glowy or something. And I really, I really was like, fantasy colors. I just want fantasy colors. I don't want to make it realistic. So that's how we got to these colors. I picked up a pencil and started coloring. I can't even remember what I did on there because something's going on in there. I don't know what, and I don't know how I did it. It's kind of neat though. Yeah, this book kind of freaks me out a little bit. So I said, I am redeeming this book. I took the horns off that one lady. It's like, nope, you're coming to Jesus, lady. Oh, and then I started this one. I like this page. The Hermit. That's kind of like me, what I would be if God let me. I'd be a hermit. Okay. So that's it for me. Oh, I can do one last show of my Christmas page that I started unintentionally just because I've been so random about my coloring. That's ending with the page I work on when I don't know what to do. It is from Creative Haven, and I got to look up what coloring book this is from because it might be one that people might want to get for holiday coloring. But it's kind of like a what do you call it? That is it Angela Porter who does the kind of abstract things? I think it's one of her books. Um, and it's all kind of abstract-esque Christmas coloring. But I'll find it before my next live. So that's what I did. That's what I did to that one. Is like, under my feet with them horns. You coming to Jesus? It's just and I. That's what I. That was one reason I took out the acrylic marker because to get rid of her horns. I took them out because there's horns there. They stick out. Nope, I took them out. Nope. Anyway, yeah, so I'll look up the books because I have some pages from a couple Christmas books that are, well, I don't know, I can just show them and I'll let you know the pages. Maybe I'll put the where they're from in the description for this video. That might be a good idea so people can reference it and see if they want want to get the whole books. I mean, it's also possible that Dover Publishing will make the will put the PDFs out in the samplers again in the next couple months because of Christmas. But and I did not write what book it's from on any of these pages, unfortunately. But here's another one, Joy. I like this one. I think I want to print this again on better paper or something. The Three Wise Men. Is this? Is trying to make sure you can see the whole thing. You don't want to see the gnome one. I thought I put them all up top. I think this is actually from the Christmas book too. One of them. It's got a whole bunch of hot chocolates and sweet treats. There's another one. Guess this is supposed to be Father Christmas. I am not Vanna White. Can I tell you? I would never get her job. I'm lousy at presenting. There we go. These are the Christmas ones. Here's another one. Gingerbread house, kind of, sort of, or something. I don't know. Oh, what do I have in here? Oh, I got it on the back of one of them. This one says Creative Haven Creative Christmas Coloring Book. Okay, that's what the Three Wise Men are from. Yeah, I didn't write it on the other ones. Which ones? There are like at least 2 different books. So there's that one and then another one. It's cute. Yeah, they printed out weird on this paper, so I'm definitely going to try printing it on another paper. Okay, so this says Creative Christmas Coloring Book also. The angels. This is also Creative Christmas Coloring Book. I guess I did 2 of these because I liked it so much. That's good, and I can mess one up without any problem. Now I have to worry about it. Let's see, I think that's it. I got a lot of PDFs in here. And I got PDFs in another spot too. Okay, then there's... Yeah, they have one with a dreidel. Do I have that one? Like for Hanukkah? So I have this one. Shalom. don't see the Dreidel one in here. I think that's all I have in this one printed up. Yeah, that's it. So I'll look up where, because I have like I said, there's those the other pages like these. I gotta look up what books that's from, and then I'll put that in the description, just to get ready for Christmas coloring. Okay. What else we got? Or I don't know if I can look it up now. Can I while I'm on here? Let's see. I guess all I would have to do is type in Christmas, right? In my coloring folder. Hold on. What the heck? Results in coloring, and it gives me that. That's not gonna work. Cut. I searched all of my coloring, and how did I get that for results? That doesn't make sense. The search is bad. I have some more that I don't know where I got them from. Why don't I have what book it's from? Okay, oh, I see why. I have one that says Country Western Christmas. Creative Haven Country Western Christmas Coloring Book. I don't have any printed up from that, though. Let's see. It's possible I might have these actually stored in a different place. Maybe that's why they're not coming up on here. I don't see them. Yeah, I think I have to look for yeah, I think these are from like an Entangled Christmas coloring probably is what's in the title. But yeah, I'll look up where it's. I think I have it in my Dropbox file, my Dropbox account, not in my OneDrive. So I'll look for that and put them in the description. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's awful. Why would they do that? When do I have to buy more? So I have a whole bunch on hand. Oof. Well, I have four total, so I don't know. Maybe they'll come up with something better afterwards. I don't know. I got a thing for blenders. Okay, well, that's it for me, for real, this time. Thank you all for hanging out with me and dealing with my crazy self, my loopy brain today. Um, and I will see you all on the YouTube streets. Bye bye.